Hi, in another video from Binary Lunar. I'm Ramez, the co-founder of Binary Lunar. Today we're gonna show you how to create this glowy nice star. We will use in this many shader graphs and many particle effects. Before we getting started, we are deeply thankful for our first two patrons on Patreon, Harry Virinen and Mohammed Aiden. Your support is highly appreciated and it will encourage us to do more quality videos. And remember, by becoming a patron, you can download all our projects, chat with us regarding any issue you face, getting a free copy of our first game Avocado, or even request a research regarding a matter you want, depending on the tier you choose. Now let's travel to space and create our first star. Create a new 2D project using Unity 2019.3, name it Binary Lunar Star. And like all other previous shader graph tutorial we did, you need to install the Universal RP from the package manager. Right click inside the project panel, create rendering, universal pipeline, pipeline asset, forward renderer, name it 2D renderer. Make that renderer as a default one inside the project settings in both graphics and quality panels, and enable the HDR colors from that renderer. Change the background color to black and create a circle sprite. Name it Star Core. Drag the star core to the scene and increase its size. I found a nice texture for the star inside the texture.com website. It's called Molten Red Hot Steel. You can download that texture for free. Drag that texture to the project files. Now let's create new shader. Create shader, 2D renderer, sprite unlit graph. Name it star shader. Double click on it to open the graph. Create new node, sample texture 2D, then add new property texture 2D, name it star texture. Drag the star texture to the graph. Now we need to move this texture during time. So let's create time node, and we need to control the speed of scrolling, so let's also create vector2 property. Before we proceed, I've just noticed that the texture we have downloaded with the original color, but we can download also the texture with gray gradient, so we can control what color we need for the star. So I downloaded that gray texture and assigned it as a default texture for the star texture. Now multiply the time with the scrolling speed property, then link them to a tiling and offset node. Then link the tiling and offset node to the UV in the sample texture 2D. Now set the default scrolling speed to something more than 0 to start seeing the texture moving, maybe 1 on the X and 1 on the Y. But as you can see, the texture is not showing moving because we forgot to set the texture property, the wrap mode, to repeat. Reduce the movement speed to something nice, maybe 0.05 on the X and 0.05 on the Y, to give that slow motion. And finally create a color property, name it the star color, and change the mode to HDR. Drag that star color to the graph and set the default color to something orange. Don't forget to increase the intensity to show the glow. Create multiply node, then multiply the color with our RGBA from the sample texture 2D, then link that to the color. And now we can't see anything in the preview because we forgot to set the alpha to maximum, or at least above 0. Save the shader and drag the material to the star core. And check that the texture has been set to our gray texture and the colors alpha has been set to maximum. and the intensity to something like 2. As you can see, our star doesn't glow yet because we need to set up the post-processing on our camera. So click on the main camera, enable the post-processing on the camera, then add volume component to it, create new profile, then add override bloom, set the threshold to 1 and the intensity to 1, and our star will start to glow. By clicking play, I checked that the surface is moving so fast, so I reduced the speed to 0.02 on both Y and X. Then I created the texture for the flames, which will be emitted from the star, and we will be using the particle system to emit that. So to create the flame texture, I used the curvature pen tool to create nice curves and draw a small flame. Then I used the Gaussian blur to blur that, so to make the edges fade away and blend nicely with whatever is behind. I deleted then the black background, then saved the file as PNG, then dragged and dropped the texture to our project. Now right click on the star core game object, effects, create a new particle system, expand the renderer to expose the material, then create a new material, name it outer flames because later we will be creating inner flames also. Let's create now a shader to colorize our flame. Create shader, 2D renderer, sprite unlit shader, name it HDR color shader. Same as we did for the star core, we need to create sample texture 2D node, add a property texture 2D to assign the flame texture. Also we need a color node or color property. Then we multiply the color with our sample texture 2D to get the color effect. Don't forget to set the color mode to HDR, increase the intensity a bit and set the alpha to maximum. Save the graph, then drag the shader to the material, then drag that material to the particle system. To make the flames rotate toward the direction it's moving to, we need to set the render mode to stretched billboard, change the emission shape to circle and set the radius thickness to 0. Now set the speed to 0.01 because we don't want the flames to move far, to stay in one place. Then increase the radius till the flames surround the star. Also let's reduce the color intensity a bit. As you can see, the flame's rotation is wrong, so let's fix that by double clicking on the texture, then rotate it to the right direction by making the flame facing left. Change the particle system position on the z-axis to 1 to become behind the star. Set the life to be random between 2 and 10, and also set the size to be random between 0.2 to 0.5. And as you can see, the pivot point is wrong now, and we need it to be at the bottom of the flame, so we changed the Y, the pivot point on Y to 1 from the renderer. Fix the circle shape radius till it matches the star, and finally we need to give the fade in fade out effect for the flames by changing the color over time from fully transparent to white, then to fully transparent again. To make those flames feels perfect, we need to adjust the shader graph to add animation to those flames. So let's change the HDR color graph to flames graph and add the animation. To make any animation using the shader graph, we need the position and time nodes. Then we split the position to specify on which axis we want to do the movements, and we want to control the speed, so we add a property, call it movement speed. Then we multiply the movement speed with the time and set the default value for the movement speed 1. Then we add the R channel, which represents the red channel, and represents also the x-axis to the time. Then we add sine node to get this nice wave effect. Add UV node, then use the split node to access the y-axis, because we want to move the vertices on the y-axis. Then multiply that with the last node we got, with the sine node. To control the trends of movement, create vector 1 property, then multiply that with the last node we got, set the default value to 0.5. Then we create new position node to replace the new y value we got with the current y value. Then we split the position to get access to the XYZ axes, which represented by red, green, blue. We get the blue channel, which represents Y, and we add it to what we got earlier. Then we combine everything together using a combine node. And finally, we link the combined values to the vertex position. And now we can see that the flames got a nice wavy animation. Rename the current particle system into outer flames, then duplicate that to create the inner flames. But we need to create a new material for the inner flames because they will use different values than the outer flames. So create a new material, name it inner flames, then drag and drop on it the flames shader. Then assign that material to the inner flames particle system. Reduce the radius of the circle shape to 1.73. Then set the position on the z-axis to -1 to be above the star. Increase the radius thickness to 1 to scatter the flames. And finally, reduce the color alpha and reduce the intensity to make the flames blend nicely with the star. If we zoomed in, you can notice that there is an issue. The flames not blending well with the star surface. So to fix this matter, I've created a ring inside Photoshop. Then added that to our scene and placed it to be on the edges of the star. Then created a simple shader graph which colorized any sprite with HDR color by multiplying again the sample texture 2D with the HDR color. Then created new material, named it ring material, assigned that ring shader to it, then assigned the material to the ring game object in the scene. Keep adjusting the ring color till it merges nicely the flames with the star surface. So we're nearly there. We only need to create the star particles, which are fiery particles that glows and beautify the scene. It's just simple particle system, so I'll fast forward while you can watch this. After setting all the parameters like I did, just create a new material, name it star particles, assign the ring color shader to it, then use that material inside the star particles. Create new circle sprite to be assigned as a texture for that particle, and finally increase the particle's color intensity to create nice glowy effect. And here we go, we got an awesome star with nice glowing flames and particles, and all of those can be adjusted in a blink of an eye by changing the parameters of each shader. For example, you can change the texture of the star, the color of the flames, the color of the star, and the colors of the particles. I hope you enjoyed and benefited from watching our video, and we will be appreciating all your support by sharing and subscribing to be notified for the next videos and spreading the knowledge with us. And thanks again for our Patreon supporters. Till next video, see you soon.